Okay, so I'm just starting off with this tutorial with the glam side, and I'm going to be taking the BPerfect Cosmetics Carnival XL Pro palette, and this is going to be super simple. Like, honestly, it's going to be all matte, just taking like a darker red brownish shade and blending that into the crease, and then I'm just taking like a lighter brown transition shade and just further blending that out so it looks a little bit more smooth. Now I'm just covering my eyebrow, and to do that I first took a glue stick and then I just covered that up with powder. I didn't really show it because I don't know why I didn't, but that's all I pretty much did to cover my eyebrow. Now I'm just priming my face using my two favorite primers of all time, the J.One Red Jelly Pack and the Tatcha the Silk Canvas. This leaves your skin perfect for foundation. For foundation, I'm taking the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define foundation, and I'm only putting it on half of my face, which is going to be the glam half. And honestly, I just put a lot of this stuff on just to make sure everything's all nice and covered. And I ended up taking the foundation a little bit lower than it's what it's showing, or higher. I don't remember. I had to take off some because the eyebrow ended up being a little bit lower. I'm using the concealer from the same collection, the Conceal and Define, and then I took the ColourPop white concealer just to further cover my eyebrow, which still didn't really work because that doesn't have like the best coverage in the world, but it didn't really matter because my eyebrow ended up looking pretty covered. It's really hard with my eyebrows because they are microbladed, so it's hard to cover them fully, and I kind of regret microblading my eyebrow for this reason because I want to be able to cover them whenever I feel like it. Next, I'm just doing the lower lash line with the same two colors I used on the top parts and just making sure they're really nice and blended because this is the glam side after all. Next, I'm just highlighting the inner corner of my eye and my cheekbone with the Artist Couture Cocoa Bling Diamond Glow Powder, and then I'm contouring my forehead because you will be seeing that on both sides. Now I'm just taking a reddish brown eyeshadow and just kind of outlining where I'm gonna put the white like face paint for the it side, and just this is gonna kind of separate it, and then I end up blending out other shades later on once I have that all figured out. Now I'm taking a darker brown shade and a really precise flat shader brush to do the skin folds or the creases, whatever you want to call it, and I'm starting really lightly first, and then I end up extending them a lot more than what you see here because I realized that they're really too close in size and like, I don't know, in shape, I guess. And then I ended up blending them out with a lighter brown shade to create like more of a gradient effect to make it look more realistic. And then lastly, I went in with a ColourPop white eyeliner. It's best to use like a creamy formula, and that's like a really creamy formula, and that just creates the highlights, again making it look more realistic. Now I'm just going in with the face paint. This is the Mehron Paradise Paint palette, and I ran out of that white already. Like, I had to get a new one, and I just couldn't wait to do this look until I got the new one, but thank God since then I have gotten the new one. And as you can see, I traced out the like little ruffles on the neck, I guess. And now I'm just going in and defining the separation between the Pennywise makeup and the glam makeup, but doing this using a darker brown eyeshadow. And then I end up blending like a grayish like taupey color. I think I might actually be using black here, but I can't really tell from this angle, and I don't really remember what I was doing, to be honest. But either way, you just need a darker brown eyeshadow just to define the separation. Next, like I already said, I am blending out like a taupey color just right under, just to make it look like more of a gradient effect and just have like more shadow and more dimension and just make it look more, I guess, realistic, if that's what you can even call it. But I'm basically doing that throughout the entire separation again, and I went in with a few colors here. I feel like I went in with a lighter brown even under the taupey gray, but I don't really remember what I was doing. Just make sure it's a gradient. It goes from dark to light and you should be fine. For the eyes, I went in with the same taupey brown like eyeshadow, grayish I guess it would be, not brown, but I went on the lower lash line, and then I realized that I wanted to do the eyeliner next for whatever reason and then go to the crease. I don't know what I was thinking, but I like my mind was everywhere. But basically I'm blending in that same exact eyeshadow in the crease really nicely, and then I do the eyebrow with the same eyeliner I used. Now I'm moving on to the collar. I don't even know what to call this thing, but I didn't have one, and a lot of people like had costumes, I guess, so I just decided to draw it on myself. Basically just drew a little squiggly and then painted it white first, and then I took brown eyeshadow and black eyeshadow and did the gradient effect to make it look 3D. And then I decided I wanted to do another layer. So first I am putting where the separation would be from my neck and the collar, and then I do the same exact squigglies with black eyeshadow. and it was really simple to do. Like, actually, I don't know if it looks harder than it is, but it really wasn't that hard. I've done a lot more complicated things in my time. Then I decided I wanted to make these little lines to make it a little bit more realistic, I guess. I don't know what colors really look like, but the ones that I saw have these little lines, and then I did more shadows and make them look more 3D. Doing this just really adds to the effect, I guess, of the collar, and I just felt like I wanted to go that extra mile and just make it look as three-dimensional and realistic as possible. Then I'm going in with the lips, and for this I used the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick. I forgot the shade name, but I'll have it in the description. And this is what I also did to create the Pennywise situation thing. And I even put it above the eyebrow because that's up to where it goes. And I did the nose with the same exact liquid lipstick. And that is it for this look. And I'm so excited because I'm actually afraid of clowns, but it was so much fun to do this. And if you enjoyed this, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!